Abandonment and neglect. What are examples of abandonment and neglect? When there is lack of protection and being provided for, this creates instability and lack in a child's life. For women who are neglected or abandoned, this forces them into survival mode. As a result, they have to embody the masculine in order to survive. While for everyone, having a healthy balance of masculine and feminine is necessary, women who are forced by circumstances to embody too much masculine ultimately have been shown by men who are supposed to protect and provide that actually no, you have to do it yourself with no support. They may not have verbalised it, but their actions did. When a woman's father doesn't feel obligated to look after her or her mother, that man is creating a cycle of impoverished, neglected women who simply have to become masculine in order to survive. Neglect and abandonment affect a daughter's choice in men, romantic relationships, because the absent father has consciously or unconsciously chosen to neglect his daughter. Her self-esteem is low, which is reflected in her choice of men and lifestyle. Lack of communication and lack of knowledge equals poverty. Poverty equals low quality relationships and low quality of life. Okay, so how do we stop a parent physically/emotionally abandoning or neglecting their child? Well, of course it starts with the parents themselves. In an ideal world, we'd educate parents before they have a child so they can make necessary adjustments to themselves before deciding to bring another life into their situation/circumstances. If parents decide to have children unprepared and ignorantly, it will be the child's responsibility to stop toxic generational cycles. The cycle will continue. My earring just fell out. I'm gonna continue. The cycle will continue until someone puts a stop to it, and it starts with education and knowledge. A willingness from parents to intentionally have children, intentionally being the highlighted word. Furthermore, not to only see the child as an extension of themselves, but for parents to do their due diligence to prepare the child for when they have to enter society as an adult at 18 years old, instead of throwing them in the deep end and hoping they swim with no preparation or teaching. Understanding hurt people, and it's not your responsibility to change them. Abusive parents are emotionally stunted and usually absent emotionally, physically, or both. Once you realise you can't change a parent into what you needed them to be, a sense of peace yet innate loneliness enters your soul. When you have an abusive parent, you eventually come to understand you cannot change someone into something they are not. When they show you who they are, believe them. It's all well and good someone constantly talking a load of talk. However, actions speak 1,000 words. And when there's loads of words being spoken, yet no consistent attentive action, the proof is in the pudding, and it's up to you as an individual to see a situation for what it is. Even if it breaks your heart, because seeing the truth of a situation allows you to not accept repeated bad behaviour. If when someone shows you who they actually are, you don't believe them, then ultimately you're deceiving yourself. Reference from postparliament.uk, Alcohol Misuse and Children 2018 report by Sophie Hedges and Caroline Kenny. Parental alcohol misuse disrupts everyday routines and leads to inconsistent and unpredictable parenting. Children may feel isolated, stigmatised and guilty, and may have to take on caring responsibilities. Experiencing PAM is associated with a greater risk of mental and physical health problems, including eating disorders and depression. Parental alcohol misuse is associated with neglect and domestic abuse, and child protection cases involving PAM have poorer welfare outcomes for children. There are no systematic national data on children affected by parental drinking. It is estimated that between 189,000 and 208,000 children in England live with an alcoholic dependent adult, while 15,500 children live with an adult receiving treatment for alcohol dependence. Estimates are likely to underestimate the scale of the issue due to underreporting of alcohol consumption.